Blog Talk Radio.
Good evening, everyone. This is me, Jonathan Alexander, and I'm here to host our show, Life, Laughter, Happiness. Today, I have my co-host, Kelly. Are you there, Kelly?
Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Hi, Kelly.
Hey there. And
Hi, Kelly.
I have my other co-host,
Hello.
Barbara. Are you there, Barbara?
Yes, I'm here. Hi, everybody.
And I want to say congratulations on 100
Hi,
shows.
Barbara. Yay!
Barbara,
Congratulations, Barbara.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
wow.
This is
amazing.
your 100th show.
Thank you so much. It just is so crazy, isn't it? How time flies, and now
Wow, no
I've done 100
kidding.
shows. Wow.
That's amazing. It seems like a minute ago.
It does. And
That is
I'm
so
just
cool. I love that.
Totally cool, and
And
I'm
tonight,
just so grateful to be a part of this show, Life, Laughter, Happiness, and I love all of you guys, Kelly, Johnny, Karen. I love you guys so much, and thank you so much for enlightening me every day. We do this show every single day, and we're growing, and we're touching so many people, and I could never ask for more, ever.
That is so beautiful.
Oh, thank
And
you. We love you.
we
Beautiful.
also have our
And
we
we have a
also have
special
our
guest
psychic.
today, Audra Lynn. Playboy Playmate
That's
Audra
right.
Lynn is joining us today for Psychic Day with Karen Page, and that makes it even extra special. So welcome, Audra Lynn.
Hi,
Thanks.
Audra
Hi, guys.
Lynn.
I'm so excited about today.
And Karen Page is our
Awesome.
psychic
Yay.
consultant. So,
What am I,
Audra
honey?
Lynn,
what am I?
You're a
What
psychic
is she?
consultant.
That's
You
right.
said
Our
psychic consultant. Right.
Yep.
That's
Now,
right.
Audra Lynn, how have you been mentally getting prepared for today? Because I know this is something that's very important to you, as is taking care of dogs, skincare. How have you
Right.
how have you been mentally ready for this?
Well, I'm actually kind of nervous. I haven't had a psychic reading in a really long time, so I'm really excited about it, and I've just been trying to keep a positive outlook on everything, and hope it's a great reading. I'm excited.
All right. How about we let you get started? I'll just sit back and let you and Karen talk and see what happens. Okay?
Great.
Woohoo! Hi, Audra. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Every day's a good day, honey. You know, it's like
Right.
we are so blessed. You know, you are at such an interesting. I almost want to say crossroads or turning point in your life. It literally is like go big or go home. You know.
Right.
And by March of 2020, you are going to look back and go, wow, how did that happen? And I just
I've had
have
a lot
chills
of those moments lately.
Oh, my
so
God,
I'm
I have
excited.
yeah, it's been a while, though, and I have chills all over me. Your business, there is an older woman and a man. The man is younger. I don't mean 20, but younger than the woman. And they are going to help you. And it feels like they approach you. She's hilarious. And I don't mean knee-slappingly funny. She's just hilarious to observe, this woman, because she's very serious and very stay between the lines, and I know this, and I'm going to get that, and blah, blah, blah. And it's hilarious, and it feels like she's doing it because, A, she loves your product, and B, because she thinks you are worthy of this. It's such she's so funny. And she knows everybody that you need to get the distribution in place on a larger scale.
Okay.
So, as they say, it's a coming, girl. Also, I see someone talking to you about moving.
Oh, really?
Yep. It feels like you're going to be moving. Do you live near the water?
We have a second place that's by the water, yes.
Okay. I was going, that's weird. It's because I keep seeing you by the water.
Got ya.
And it feels like there's going to be a new facility that does the actual bottling of your products.
Oh my gosh, I've actually been in the works
Yep.
to
That's
get
what
that
it looks
done.
like.
Wow.
Yo, you're gonna get it done, Dolly.
Wow. All right.
And
That's
this may take until I want to. Oh God, I just got chills all over me. This may take until the first 10 days of October, but it will be. This is really the perfect facility and the perfect arrangement, and it's just everything about it is perfect. And it's like, yes, you know. And it literally feels like it's been honestly, it feels like 2 years in the making. You know?
Yeah, it has. It's been about that. It's been 3 years since I created the
You
line.
started,
but,
yeah.
But 2 years that I've really hit it hard and got my own website up and really have started pushing it.
Well, because this feels like this space, the production element of it feels like it's been 2 years in the making to get it so it's finely tuned. I'm so happy for you.
I totally agree with you.
I am
Thank
so
you.
happy for you.
It's just great to be able to help dogs, you know, and they're not suffering,
please.
and the vets don't know what to do, and so they can go to favoriteskincare.com and check it out.
Absolutely. Well, and they're beautiful products. And I know that a lot of people that are just getting a dog don't realize that some of them have sensitive skin just like people do, you know?
Right.
And they have dry skin conditions, and they have, you know, it's like they don't understand, so it's a learning process. And your products are beautifully thought out, and the combination of elements that you bring into it, the dogs love, you know. And I'm sorry, I think every doggy should be happy. You know, when I was growing up, we raised German Shepherds, and
you
then
raised
when
German Shepherds?
Yes, we did. And then when I had my own home, I've had 3 Basset Hounds, which are the funniest dogs on the planet.
Oh, funny! German Shepherds are my heart dog, my heart breed.
Oh, they are so beautiful, and so. I had to keep one of the puppies, and my sister kept one of the other puppies. Petey was mine, and he was hilarious. And Jody was mommy, you know, and it was so. But they are such gorgeous and amazing animals, and they're so smart, you know.
Incredibly smart. My boyfriend's family raises Shepherds, and we have 2.
Oh, they're astoundingly smart. They know if they just look at you, it's like, oh, mom's in that mood.
Right.
I'm going to just go sit over here and play in the corner and be very quiet. Mom needs a smile.
Right.
I love it.
You're good at that.
Well, give them big hugs from Auntie Karen, please.
I will.
Your puppies. Okay? You have a lot to look forward to, honey. A lot to look forward to. This is going to be an incredibly busy, which you're not allergic to and you're used to, an incredibly busy period this next year and a half, 2 years. But wow, I'm not kidding. It feels like by March you're going to look back and go, how in the heck did that happen?
Awesome. Do you see any roadblocks or anything like that?
Any what, honey?
Do you see any roadblocks or anything negative at all?
You guys have already been through that.
Okay.
You had
there's light at
just
the end of
about
the tunnel.
everyone. You had just about everyone thrown in your way. Okay, and you
Yeah.
found ways to work through them, to resolve them, to end them. Okay, and this feels like this is where this really is the wow period. And you are going to be invited to do a whole bunch of demonstrations on television shows
Oh, cool.
to introduce the products, and it'll be amazing to see how the product line expands
All right.
over this coming year of 2020.
Very cool.
I
I know it can be a household product, you know. Every time I go
Absolutely.
somewhere and everyone's like, "Why do you have so many boxes?" I go to the post office and I tell them, and they're like, "Oh, we have a dog that has this issue, or we have a dog that has that issue," and it's like everywhere I go, you know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, you're going to become the dog care lady.
Awesome.
I'm serious. And
That's a good
I
tag.
keep seeing you. Isn't that a great name? And I keep seeing
Yes.
you on a television set, not meaning television set like Magnavox, but on the set of a television show that looks like a talk show. But I keep seeing several of them, and you showing the product and demonstrating the product with somebody's little puppy, and this will be the most normal, natural thing for you ever. It's like you were born. You were born to do. You were born to do this.
Great.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
It's like when I formulated the products too, it was like sent to me by God, you know.
I
And
believe
just started
it because
mixing
it's
different things, and it was incredible.
It
I don't have a
feels like
chemistry background.
it feels like this came really from your soul. This was not something
I feel
you
like
needed
it.
a chemistry degree to do, and it feels like really you were born to do this. This is your calling. Everything else has kind of led you to this, you know. It's funny. I've always been amazed by people that don't love dogs and pets. I look at them and I wonder what is missing in them. How could you not love dogs?
Right.
They love us no matter what. They don't care if we're tall, short, fat, thin, live in a pup tent or a mansion. They don't care. You know what I mean? And there's such a purity to them in their nature. And I've always thought that people that don't like small children, because we were all small children at one time, and pets, there's something wrong with them. You know, I mean, It's like, what happened to you when you were a child? You know what I mean? So I think anything that makes the life of a dog better and easier, you go, girl. But it's really your turn. I mean, wow. What's your boyfriend's first name?
Nick.
Dick?
Nick. N-I-C-K.
Oh, Nick. Okay. He is going to be okay, here we've got this. Okay. This is organized and that's organized, and this is you guys are a great team.
Thanks. I feel like it.
Yeah, you are a great team, and he is going to make sure everything, all the shipping and all that kind of stuff is organized, and you're going to have the most lovely group of people working with you. And there's a lovely dynamic between you and Nick.
Great. Yeah, it's
Please
the most
tell him I
natural
said, "Hey, dude."
I've ever had.
It's what, honey?
I will. It's the most natural, easy relationship relationship I've ever had. We totally you hit it on the nail on the head when you said we act as a team, because we really do.
That is exactly what you feel like, and he has his own identity and isn't threatened by anything, and it's kind of like, what's wrong with people, you know? And there's
Right.
he genuinely is nice.
Yes.
You know? So, and please tell him to tell his parents I said thank you. They did a great job.
Oh my God, you just gave me goosebumps. Stop right now.
Man, he turned out spectacular because he's really nice. And you get each other, you know? There's that, or I always say that really wonderful relationships are organic. You know, they happen. You look at each other and go, there you are. Where the heck have you been? You know?
That's totally how we feel. But, you know, his parents are who set us up.
Oh, my God, that doesn't surprise me even a little bit.
Yeah, so when you just said, like, thank his parents for me.
Well, he is such a rare and beautiful gem. And it's funny because he has, thank God, a very practical element to his personality. And
yeah, he does.
You are the dreamer, and the two of you can put those elements together and it becomes real. You can bring it to life, you know? Wow. Please give his parents hugs for me.
I will.
Tell them I said yes. So what else would you like to know, dear?
I don't know. I'm still sitting here with my jaw wide open.
I've been doing this since I'm 10 and a half years old, and that's at least 4 years ago. So.
Wow, that's awesome.
Well, you know, when I said to you, this is what you were meant to be doing. It's like you were born to do this. I was born to do this, you know. And thank God I'm an adult now, because it makes you weird when you're a kid, but oh well. I turned out just fine, and I thank my mother every day.
I wish I had as strong of an ability as you do. That's really cool. Really cool.
You know, to me, it's like I know what color my eyes are. And it really is like breathing for me. And it's always been there. I was the weird tall girl in school that just kind of knew stuff that I didn't have any right to know, you know, and it made me I was excruciatingly shy and had a terrible stutter. Was the tallest girl, actually, no, the tallest person aside from one other teacher in the school. And it was like, you know what? We know what we know. And I'm very grateful because I had a mother that made me understand that it was okay to be exactly who I am.
Very cool.
Yep. So I think to myself, I wanted to be a lawyer to put the bad guys away, you know. And God said, I have a different plan for you, Karen. You know?
And sorry, Karen. Tell
That's
Karen
okay, honey.
Thank you. Tell Karen about how you grew up and what you felt, and you have always felt that you had a gift, and what you told me, because she could enlighten you a little bit.
Right. So I kind of had some of the same type of things that you do, not to your degree, not to your level, but I'd always have things that I kind of knew that were going to happen, or I can read people really well. Within just a couple minutes of meeting somebody, I can kind of tell you what they're about and their past and different things like that. And you know, I was talking with everybody the last time I was on air, and they said, you know, how did your parents react and everything else? And I was brought up in such a Christian.
I know that. I was going to say they had no idea where that came from. Yep.
Right. And then they would say that, it's the devil that's working through
Oh,
you
dear.
and it can't be from God, and yeah, so
Oh,
I've
my.
kind of learned the difference on that. So
But you know
I've been
what?
a lot more in tune with it as I get older.
Well, from the time I was about 3, my mom always said to me, because I wanted to put the bad guys away, And my mother said to me, sweetheart, always remember that man plans and God unplans. And I'm so grateful that God unplanned my life, and the home you grew up in. You learned exactly what you did not want to do with your life, because neither of your parents had permission to be themselves,
Right.
So somewhere along the way, you got the memo. It's like, oh, I get it. Okay, because if you look at how they grew up and the homes they grew up in, that makes perfect sense to me why they were both so rigid. They couldn't help themselves, honey. Where were they going to learn that it was okay? And they did not have that gift that you have. Which, by the way, as we all of us on the show know, animals all have that gift.
Well,
so
we're the
it
only
does
ones
not
that's taught
surprise
to go against
me.
it. Yeah,
sweetheart,
we're the only
can I
ones
tell
that are
you
taught
something?
To go against all of that stuff.
I understand. I get all the religious stuff. My mother grew up Orthodox in Brooklyn.
Mhm.
And when I asked her why she didn't raise my sister and I like that, she said, baby girl, I would never presume to tell you what your relationship with God should be. I'm going to teach you all of them. And when you are old enough, you will make the decision. And I think that, and I have friends that are everything from everywhere and every quote-unquote religious background, but at the end of the day, I've always believed there's only one God, and all the rest of it is man-made. I'm sorry, I don't
totally agree. I'm very close with God, but on my own terms, and I don't feel like it has to be such a structured, you have to go to church, you have to go to worship.
Honey, God doesn't care if we're talking to him while we're washing a dish in the kitchen.
Right.
It's God hears us everywhere, and as busy as he is, oh hello. and I was telling them the other night that when my ex-father-in-law didn't believe in God, and I looked at him and I said, "You are kidding, aren't you?" And he said, "No, don't be ridiculous." I said, "Really?" I said, and I took him outside. I said, "Come on." And it was nighttime. And I pulled up a few blades of grass. I said, "Can you make these?" He said, "Don't be ridiculous." And I took a leaf from a tree. I said, "Can you make one of these?" And he said, "Now you just sound stupid, Karen." I said, "Oh, okay." And I pointed up to the sky and I said, "Can you make any one of those? I don't care if it's one that's burnt out. Anyone will do." He said, "Don't be ridiculous. All of this is man-made." I looked at him and I stopped and I said, "Wow." I said, "I feel really sorry for you." I said, because man couldn't find his way out of a paper bag without God. And when you leave here and go to the next world, you're going to have to come back here a whole bunch of times to figure out you have no idea what you're talking about. I said, you have a lot to learn if you think man is the most evolved of creatures. And it's like, I think to myself, how could you my God, look around you. Look at a tree. How can you not believe, in something bigger than you are?
Totally.
And even in the most difficult times in our lives, I always ask people, did you learn anything from it? You're here to tell the tale. Did you learn anything from that experience?
Right.
And if we don't, we are doomed to repeat it. So, as they say, it's a coming, my friend. All the good stuff.
Right. Awesome.
I love it. So you and Nick give each other big hugs, and I'm looking forward to one of these days we're all going to meet.
Yes, definitely. Where do you live? What part?
I'm in the Valley,
Oh, very
Southern
cool.
California. Yeah.
We'll definitely have to get together.
Yep. And where are you? Are you in California?
Iowa and Florida.
Ah, that is a schlep.
At least 3 years. Right.
Well, you'll laugh, but I wouldn't be the least bit surprised if you don't wind up spending an awful lot of time out here.
Yeah.
Yep. I think you guys are going to buy a place here. So remember, you're coming into the busy but fun part of the program.
Awesome. I've definitely been noticing things have been getting busier around here, so I'm excited about all the.
You ain't seen
good
nothing
news.
yet, honey. But there's good busy, and then there's like, oh my God, does this ever end busy? You know?
Yeah.
And when it's productive like this is, I'm telling you, because anything worth having is worth working for, and you've never been allergic to work, and Nick certainly isn't. And the two of you have like this wonderful can-do energy. And has this always been easy? No, there have been a couple of really weird turns in it, but it feels like both of you learned a lot from that,
Yeah.
And now it feels like you go for it, Really. I love it.
Awesome.
So did I cover everything?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Okay.
I like it.
Do you have any other questions, Audra?
Wow, Audra Lynn, that was great. I mean, hello. Are you excited about your future with your business?
Yeah, I'm totally excited. She
now
got
you
so many
now
things
you can
right.
rest.
I have
Now you can.
goosebumps. It's amazing.
Well, now you can rest your heart about the production elements, the facility, because it's all about to come together.
Very cool.
I'm very
Wonderful.
happy for you.
And a
And
confirmation
you see Nick and I growing old together, right?
Yeah, I do, honey. I was going to
That's what
say
I
I
was
wouldn't
gonna
be
say.
surprised if we're not hearing wedding bells in the background.
Oh, I'm sure that will be happening.
Awesome.
He's
I
so
was
nice.
just going to say that, a confirmation about your relationship, because that's what people want to know. Career, life,
he's lovely,
mostly
Barbara.
health, career. What?
He's
Thank
lovely.
you. She is.
When is your birthday, Audra?
It's January 31st.
Oh, you little Aquarius. And when's Nick's?
Nick is October 8th.
I would have bet my life he was a Libra.
Yeah?
Yep.
Really?
You
He's
air
the only
sign.
Libra I've ever, friendship or anything. I can't
Oh,
think
you
of
mean
any other Libra.
you mean besides me?
Oh, are you?
And you're gonna love this. I'm a Libra with an Aquarius moon.
Oh, weird.
Isn't that funny? Yeah, my birthday's the end of this month.
Oh, awesome. Happy birthday early.
Thank you very much.
Those are good signs together?
Oh my God, they're wonderful. Especially you guys there's so much complementary elements between you and Nick. And it's organic. That's the word that comes to mind. And to me, those are always the best kind. And both of you know when it is important to compromise. You know?
Yeah, we're
neither
really
of
good
you
about
have
that.
your ego driving the bus, so it makes it so much easier. I like it.
Hey,
I like
so
it.
do I.
We're doing the happy dance, and just so you know, Kelly and Barbara and I have choreographed a happy dance number. So, game on.
All right.
Yeah.
That's right.
And Mr. Jonathan is the director, so I just want you to know.
Perfect.
So that's
Wow.
pretty exciting stuff.
That is
Yeah.
exciting stuff.
Yeah.
I
And
love
happy
it.
belated birthday to Nick.
Yeah, coming up.
Yeah.
Wait, oh, is it October 8th? I thought she said September 8th. Sorry, so it's coming
No,
up. So we have
October
not
8th,
missed
honey.
it. Okay,
Yep.
great, perfect. Awesome. Well, please stay on the
Yay.
line. Please stay on the line, Audrylyn, so you could
Okay,
end the
well.
show with us if you can. Thank you.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And awesome. I'm so glad we got you on, and we're going to bring you back for Chakra Day so you can get those cleansed and even be more of a powerful businesswoman and entrepreneur and all around
Yeah,
great gal.
That's an amazing gift. Kelly's just amazing gift, and you should do it because you have spent 2 years going through the ringer here. So I think that would be a really lovely thing for you.
Yeah, I need it desperately. You have no idea.
Well, I
guess
think
you do,
that's perfect.
right.
That is
Get
perfect.
the
I love it.
negativity away.
Absolutely. You know what? And it'll make when Kelly does the chakra cleanse on you, wow, it makes it so much easier to just let go of all of that. And you're gonna Nick already knows this, but you have gone through a couple of years of being very disappointed in people's behavior because they say one thing and then have done something else, and it's like people that you trusted, you know.
Right.
And the gift from that I learned many years ago is that sometimes we really just need to let people leave our lives.
Yeah.
Not carry it around, and don't be upset, and don't waste a Kleenex on it. It's not worth it, and kind of go next, you know. And so the chakra cleanse will really make it easier for you to kind of go, yes, here we go. And Barbara's right. I mean, talk about the power. Woo!
Yeah, it's been great to cleanse all the negative people out of my life and just focus on my business and my family and my little girl and all the dogs that I help.
You mean Miss Pixie
positive.
Pants, your daughter?
Yeah.
She's hilarious.
She is. She's something else. She's
You
an
know
old
what?
soul.
And well, the funny part is, you would have been very much like her if you had not had to stay between the lines, you know.
Yeah.
And that is coming out now. That part of you, the Miss Pixie Pants. It's like yippee, you know. And she is absolutely adorable.
Yeah.
I mean, her energy and she's a really happy kid, you know.
Always
and
happy.
It's
she
infectious.
rarely cried as a baby. Yeah.
I understand. It's funny every time someone says to me, "Are you always happy, Karen? How do you do that?" And I always lean over very conspiratorially and I look at them and I go, "It's an inside job." And your daughter has that.
For sure. For sure.
Well, give her big hugs from life, laughter, and happiness.
I will.
And tell Mr.
And-
Nick we said, "Yo, dude."
And I believe we have a caller on. Miss Sand, are you there,
Okey-dokey.
Miss Sand?
Hi.
You stay on, Audrey. Hello, Miss Sand.
Hi.
Hi, everyone. I just wanted to wish you all congratulations on 100 amazing, exciting shows, and I'm just so honored to have been a part of a few of them, and I'm so proud of all of you. So I wanted to wish you a big, kiss and a lot of success moving forward. And I can't wait for the next 100 shows.
You hear that, Barbara?
Oh yeah, I heard that. I heard that loud and clear.
That's so sweet.
Trying not to echo over here. Thank you, Shauna. You are so sweet, and I meant everything I wrote in your birthday card today.
That was the sweetest birthday card I've ever received, and I'm going to cherish it and frame it. Put it next to my
lovely.
bed.
Yay!
Thank you.
Thank you. And thank you so much for calling in. And you know what, Karen, I still can't believe it's been 100. I
know,
back
that's
and listen to
astonishing.
these things. I'm like,
Well,
where
and
are they?
you
They're
and
there.
Kelly, and I think about it, and I think Jonathan's been doing this for 12 years, okay, which was just the anniversary of that, and you've been doing it 100 shows, and Kelly, you've been on what, a year?
Just about.
I mean, it's like, wow.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God, how'd that happen? Where did
I
that
know.
go?
I came
Yeah.
along, and I remember we celebrated Kelly's 70th show, and then we celebrated her 100th show, and I thought, oh, I'm so far behind. But then now
And here you are. We blinked, and here you are.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. And you know, Karen, when you read them and you say, well, this is going to happen, they want to know when, right? Well, and you tell them, they seem to be disappointed. Will that far away? Will that long I have to wait? Well, no, time flies, people. So,
Oh, it does. Don't we all know
I have
that?
a question. Being that is Audrey, are you still on? Are you still on?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, you're still on. Miss Sand is on. Barbara is on. What was the? I mean, this is. You want to go ahead and ask that question about that photographer that you were telling me about, Barbara?
I can't remember. What was it? Please jog my memory.
There was a photographer that passed away.
No,
and
it's a makeup artist, Johnny. It's a makeup artist.
Yeah, makeup
Johnny.
artist. Makeup artist. And
Yeah.
she had worked with a lot of playmates. And you were going to ask her that when there was some playmates on the show. Who was the name of that makeup artist?
Alexis Bogle. But I don't know if she was
Okay.
still working. Was she working when you came along, Audra? Then she's more recent.
Yeah, I love her. You know what? She is the one that stopped me when I was taking my test shoot, and she's like, "You're for sure gonna be a playmate. You're everything that they want." She's like, "I can't wait to do your makeup someday," and she's so sweet. I absolutely love her.
Isn't she? And
Okay, what
an
about you, Miss
encouraging
Sam?
person.
Yes, she
What about
you,
she
Miss
was
Sam?
my makeup artist for my shoot. Also, I loved her, and she just did such beautiful makeup. She was incredible. She gave Pamela Anderson she created the look for Pamela Anderson, and it was so funny
That's
because
right.
I arrived with like really thick eyebrows. They looked like caterpillars, and I sat in the makeup chair.
I'm sorry, that's just hilarious.
I sat in the
That
makeup
sounds
chair
so
for
hot.
4 hours, and she plucked out all my eyebrows and gave me the same eyebrows that I have today, and she created the look, which they're still full, but they're not like, two little caterpillars glued to my forehead. So I'm grateful
I'll tell you
forever
guys
to
what
Alexis.
she did to me. Oh my God!
Well, she
has
brought
to
out the
Tony
butterfly in you.
Oh yeah, that's so funny. I won't tell you what she had to do to me, but it was like it was a toner, but it wasn't on the top. Okay, it was down there.
Oh, right below
really?
your eyebrows? Yes, Karen, right below my eyebrows. Mm-hmm.
I didn't know they did that.
Well, I think I might have been the first.
Wow.
Because, I did the home kit, and then I came, and it was, like, on fire almost. So
Ow.
I did put the toe, not physically, like, painful, but, like, the look of it. And she had to tone that down, but then she got it just perfect. And literally, I think I may have been the first one that they had to like correct on that in that area.
So I had
Oh.
a landing strip that I don't have anymore, and when I look back at those pictures, I'm like, wow, that was horrible from the 90s.
Well, you know, it's so when you look back, that was like a chapter in your life.
Yeah.
Both of you, you know, and you both learned a lot about people during that time.
Mhm.
So
That's- I
it's all righty and onward and upward. You know?
Yes. But I think what Johnny was saying is he wanted to get 5 playmates that loved Alexis on our show, Life After Happiness, to connect with her through Karen. And I'm sure she has a lot of messages for us, and that would be wonderful because I was really close with her, and she always told me, Barbara, you know, I love you.
She didn't go anywhere, honey.
Thank you.
She didn't go anywhere. It's so funny. I was standing looking out the window when Jonathan brought her up, and all I could hear her saying was, I didn't go anywhere.
Really?
You guys were the happiest part of her life and the most fulfilling part of her life.
I just got the chills. I saw her
Me too. And she was I just have to say this. She was a tough bird, you know? She put up with no nonsense.
She
and
really
she
did.
She was very straight, and I say this in the most complimentary way. She had a relatively masculine energy, you know? And do you know what I mean, Jelly Beans?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was really, really talented. I mean, just
honey,
super
that
talented.
that's not. I know that, but you guys let her know that. You were the happiest. Working with all of you was the happiest time of her life, and it gave her a sense of herself because she really did not have that before.
Oh, no.
So
trust
me when I tell you, she didn't go anywhere.
Okay, good.
Well,
Let
she
me ask
passed
you
away
this.
in her sleep.
Let me ask you
Go
this.
ahead, Jonathan. What were you going to ask?
5. Well, we have my idea about the 5. We have 3 here on the show right now. I mean, would you all 3 be willing to be one of the 5? We just need to get another 2. If we could bring them on and try to.
Yeah, absolutely. You should try and get Cheris Boyle, who is close to her as well. And the last time I saw Alexis was at Cheris's house for a Super Bowl party a couple of years ago. Yeah. But Cheris is a playmate as well. Cheris Boyle.
Wow.
Do you have any suggestions, Audra, for a 5th one?
Yeah, definitely. Cheris Boyle, man, she was my year, and I haven't seen her in years. Or where's she at? Is she in L.A.?
No, she lives in San Clemente. She's always lived there. She never lived in L.A. And she's been married to the same guy for like
not
16
that far.
years.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many. We should just make it like 10. We should make it. We should do a blue jeans with it because if we can have up to 75 people on. I mean, oh no, these playmates loved her. I mean, they loved her.
Absolutely, because she not only brought out the best in you guys, but it was a mutual admiration society. You know, you made her. I get chills when I talk about this. You made her feel appreciated and loved, and like you guys really cared about her as a person, not just what she did. You know, but as a person.
Oh yeah.
And she never had that anywhere. She was always invisible because she was different, you know?
She was. And
it's so funny because I just have to say one more thing. Nowadays, it would not be a big deal, but in those days, it was a very big deal that she was different, you know?
exactly.
She's not.
And
She's not different.
also-
She wasn't different in our world because we know all kinds of people, you know.
Right.
But in those days, yikes, she really.
Right.
And you guys
But
were a
also,
gift to her.
something that was so interesting, though, too, was what was also different is she grew up. Her dad was a Playboy photographer, and he shot her for Playboy. And
She had no
showed
interest in
to
that
me.
part, honey.
And she was like, "You're right. Oh my God, of course you're right." She
She had
was like,
absolutely
"I would
no
never have
interest
done
in
that."
that.
She goes, "I was running away. I was jumping over fences. People were like pulling at me, yanking at me, like stalking me, and pretty soon
She
just
had no interest in that.
she started gaining weight because she didn't like
You
it.
bet.
So, like, we were a phenomenon because she's like, she knew what it was like to be in the spotlight, and we accepted it. And it's this the whole thing goes so deep with her. And
I
became
know
a
that.
really close friend. And
I
yeah.
totally understand that because you guys made it okay for her to be who she was. And when I said to you about she had this very masculine energy, it's like it made her life, period, more complicated in other circumstances, and other situations. And she was not a fluffy girl by any stretch of the imagination. She was one of the guys. And it was very hard for her to feel accepted anywhere, and you guys gave her that and gave her appreciation for her gift. And she could be her around you. She's a really lovely woman.
She probably lived so many lives that she felt fulfilled, even though she's not here with body.
Yeah, she is.
Spirit. But like with spirit, not in the flesh.
No, I know what you mean. But you know what? This is a whole lot easier for her. She doesn't need a passport. She doesn't have to get on the freeway and drive 300 miles. This is so much easier. She can just show up.
Wow. How wonderful. This makes me feel good just having this little time with her right now, because I feel her right
she's
now with
so
me.
Happy
I'm up here
now.
dancing in the dining area. Yeah.
Well, she's happy now because she's free.
Aww.
She doesn't have to live in the I want to say emotional prison that she lived in when she was on this earth.
And she really was in that.
Oh my God, you're not kidding, honey. I mean, it was like emotional lockdown. And you were the only people where she felt at home and loved and accepted, and that it was really okay for her to be her.
Wow. You guys, how do you feel about that? How does that make you feel, Shauna and Jalynn?
That is exact. I mean, you just nailed everything accurately about her. I mean, you're just right on. And the fact that she's at peace and...
Oh, honey, this is happier than she ever was on this earth.
Yeah, because
her father, I have to say something. He was incredibly talented, but he was also hypercritical. And
that makes sense.
She was never going to be enough, of whatever he thought she needed to be. And the only time she ever felt appreciated and accepted and loved was when she was with you guys. You individually and collectively made her feel welcome and okay about herself.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Well, I know what I feel. Oh, she was.
Yeah.
Well, in her day, she was an anomaly. She was an anomaly, and her father kept trying to turn her into something she never was. And in the words of that great sage, Lady Gaga, that I quote on occasion, she was born exactly the way she was, and there was nothing wrong with her, you know?
Right.
But her father he was difficult and critical. And she, no pun intended, was hiding out in a closet most of her life, you know? So it was really a painful time. And I'm not surprised that she gained weight.
Right, right.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what they do. She told me, she goes, it was my defense mechanism. Before anybody was even saying that, she was telling me that. That's why she did it.
I believe it. Because she is crystal clear to me. And I can see her father, the boogeyman, you know. And he was. I mean, he gave the word strict and unforgiving a whole new definition.
Wow.
Yep.
So she's thankful right now, right, Karen, that we're even
Honey,
saying
she
hi.
is so happy, and now she has an opportunity that she can actually share how much you meant with her.
Yeah.
Because she never really had that in this life, you know, to say to you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because it was the happiest time in her life, all those years that she got to spend with you guys. You made her feel okay.
That I invited her to my birthday parties, and so I had some recent correspondence with her before April that I cherish forever, and I had to copy and paste that and keep that, make sure that was safe, because it is so special. But this time, right now, is special right now, and I just want to say hi, Alexis, I love you, we all love you.
Oh.
We're going to even plan another tribute for you soon on Life, Laughter, Happiness.
If she could have ever been given permission to express herself and how she felt about you and Audra and Shauna and all the girls, but she had a bond with probably about 12 of you, you know, and it was an 8 really close, you know, that she trusted beyond words. And it's complicated. It is complicated.
It really
is
complicated.
She had a very, very complicated life. But what a lovely woman. She was amazing at what she did. Okay, I give up. What is that noise in the background?
What is that? It's not in my background.
What is that?
Yeah.
I have a piano bar back here, but not that.
Thank you,
What is that?
whoever did that.
We don't know what that was.
I had you on mute, so I was making sure my little daughter doesn't talk, but I don't know what that was.
No. What's her name?
Do you hear it again?
Is it like an alarm?
No, it's like voices.
Oh, that's weird.
Isn't that strange?
That is weird because I've had you on mute.
Yeah, but I don't think
Do you hear it
think
now?
it's with you, Kelly.
Did it go away?
You know, guys.
Well, it's more faded into the background now, but before it's
What
like they
I-
were joining in on the conversation.
What I think that is, I must say, what I think that is I came into the room, and if you are close to somebody else who is on the other line, it gives you a lot of feedback, and that's called feedback right there. So I walked away, and now we might have a secret admirer out there.
Uh-oh.
No, just kidding. It's because I got close with
You guys
Shauna,
have dealt
and
with
she's on
enough
the
of
line.
those people.
Yeah,
Well,
we've had enough.
Barbara and I are at a historical monument right now, a very beautiful hotel in La Jolla called La Valencia, and it was built in 1926.
Ooh.
So
it's the Spanish stucco style.
Yeah, exactly. So maybe there was someone here that wanted to, that's listening in our conversation.
Put their 2 cents in. I think you might be right.
They wanted to participate. Yeah.
Well, do you remember what I said about Alexis, that she just didn't put up with anybody's stuff? I have a feeling she said to him, "Look, this is my moment and my girls. Would you get out of here?"
Yeah. Definitely.
Love her so much.
Oh my God, what a sweet lady. I mean, and there was the word depth really comes into it, because everybody, I'm not talking about you guys, but most other people overlooked her. You know, she became invisible to most people.
Oh.
And you know what the sad part is? That was a protective mechanism that she desperately needed at that time, because she did not find acceptance anywhere except with you guys.
Wow.
Yeah, I agree with that.
She was like the wounded child inside, but what an absolutely lovely, lovely, lovely woman. She would have made a fabulous writer.
Yeah, definitely. She was so successful. I think she was the highest paid makeup artist in history. I mean,
and you know what?
She just created that whole Pamela Anderson look, and Pamela used it for everything.
Sure. But you know what?
Oh, yeah.
That was, and it's so funny, if you met her and you saw Pamela Anderson, you would kind of go, "She did that?"
Yeah.
Because she absolutely didn't. She had none of that going on for herself. You know, it was like that was the last thing she would do for herself.
Right.
You know? I love it. She wants me to thank all of you.
Oh,
I just got the chills that ran from my toes like all through my body.
It's so interesting because I see her with her hands crossed across her chest, you know, like near her heart, saying thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, I got chills all over me. And
yeah, me too. Again.
Oh, you guys were where her heart was at home, and she never had to pretend around you guys. You know?
That's right.
What a absolutely lovely woman. And my heart hurts for her because when she was here, she had none of that except with you guys. No acceptance, no appreciation, no it's okay to be me. Except you guys. And
I just had a full vision of her.
Yep.
I just saw her.
Yep.
Yeah.
Was her hair dark?
Red. It was like red.
But dark red.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. That's what I thought. She was
yeah.
Yep. And that was not her natural color.
I don't know what her natural color was, but her hair was very wavy. Like
yeah,
she had a
but
lot
her
of
hair
wavy
feels
hair.
like it was naturally dark.
Or it was very wavy and very curly, like an afro almost.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
a lot of hair. Yeah.
Yep, and she sure wished she could have just let it go. You know. She was lovely.
You know, when it's like when it's that curly. Oh, I know what you meant. Like you can never let it go when it's that curly.
Exactly. It's
right?
like, what do you do with that?
Right. It's always a problem.
Yep.
Wow.
It is.
Well, thank you, Karen.
And I have to say, and I hear her saying, and that was the least of it. My hair.
No wonder she knew how to handle anything.
Yeah, well, if I got to tell you, if any of us had had her father, we would have been able to handle just about anything also. Because, boy, you talk about, this guy never got the word snuggle bunny, you know. You talk about hypercritical. Yikes. And that internal anger, you know, nothing was ever enough. And he had to be the center of everything and the king of everything.
Yeah, and she wanted to be a Playboy playmate, but he.
No, she didn't, honey.
She said, well,
no,
I
she
couldn't
didn't.
be a Playboy
that
playmate
was because
my dad
he
was a
wanted that.
So I had to be a celebrity issue, and yeah, it just never was quite right. And if you can't really, if it's not right,
She
then
never
you
wanted
do it.
that.
Yeah.
It was that he wanted that. She never wanted that. She just wanted to be her. You know, and for it to be okay for her to be her.
And then she did the shoot, and then it caused so much trouble for her.
Well,
as a young woman.
Yep.
When it doesn't cause trouble
it.
for us, but it causes trouble. You know, if you don't want to do something, don't do it.
But honey, wait a minute. That's absolutely true. But she did not have permission to not do it.
Not her.
No.
Not
And if
her.
if she couldn't be her, if she couldn't be herself, can you imagine her turning around to this father I'm talking about and saying, "You're going to do what I said," and telling him, "No, I'm not." I don't know if she'd have lived to be an adult if she'd ever opened that mouth.
Wow.
Oh no, he was cold as ice and like steel emotionally inside.
I remember her telling me things like this, but it was so long ago, 25 years ago.
Yep.
It's at times like these that I wish I would have written everything down. But what are we going to do? Write every single thing down, every single conversation that we have with everybody, you know?
That's funny. That would be colorful. And that's where when people would come over and you'd go, "Oh, it's here somewhere."
Right. Just like finding a photo on my phone.
Gosh. Yep.
I have a question for the three of you. How did you? I know Barbara's story, but how did you, Miss Sand, and how did you, Audra, find out that you were going to be playmates?
Shauna, do you want to start?
Yeah, there's a lady that just started playing the guitar next to me, so I think I have to walk outside. So, Audra, do you want to go ahead and then I'll walk outside? Can you guys hear this music?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll walk outside so it's more peaceful.
I know she thought she was serenading all of us, but what can I say? Bad timing, you know?
So my girlfriend made a dare that I would go to the Playboy offices and knock on their glass and say I wanted to shoot to
That's
be a centerfold.
hilarious.
And so I did, and they're like, "Oh no, come back a different day. This isn't the day that we do, little Polaroid test shoot, right?" And I'm like, "But I'm from out of town," and so they let me in, and Bill White shot my Polaroids, and I got accepted right then and there on the spot. So that was cool.
Well, they recognized you and said, "Yes, she's one of us. Come on, let her in."
Well, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
And do you hear the guitar?
Nope.
Okay, good. So
I think somebody threw a blanket over her. the woman playing the guitar.
No, I know. So what was the question exactly?
How did you find out that you were going to be a playmate?
Well, my friend approached me to do Playboy. He owned Playboy Mexico. He was a friend of mine when I was 21. And then I met Lorenzo, my ex-husband, and I said, do you think I should do Playboy because my mom's going to disown me and she won't let me do it, but what do you think? And he said, oh, yeah, I think it's a great idea, but you don't need to do Playboy Mexico. You can just do Playboy America because I know Hef and I know the editor, Marilyn. And so he called Marilyn, and Marilyn said, well, take some Polaroids of her and send them in. So at like 5 in the morning when I was in this hotel room, he always woke up at the crack of dawn and woke me up at like 5. I didn't have any makeup on, but the lighting was great. So he like put me in front of the window, took the Polaroids, sent them in, and then I said, oh my God, I have no makeup on, but I was a model in France and in Tokyo and in New York and stuff. So I sent them like a Z card where I had makeup on so they could see, you know, the range of what I could look like with or without makeup. And then we sent those in, and they called me like the next day, and then I went and did my test shoot over at Playboy Studio West, which was where they shot the photos in Santa Monica, California. And then I waited a couple days. I mean, it was a really fast process, and they called me, and Hef called me and said, you've been chosen for Miss May 1996. But I actually took the photos in 1995, a couple years ago. So
it took me what was it, 3 years to get published because of all the blondes. They had to like separate the blondes.
Wow.
So I got accepted in like 2001, and my issue wasn't until October of 03.
Wow, that's a long time.
Yeah.
I took my pictures in August of 95 or September of 95, and then since we decided to do like a wedding theme based on my wedding, we took the pictures, but then they published them right when I actually got married, May 1996. I got married in April, so that it came out in May.
Your photo shoot was absolutely amazing. Stunning.
Thank you. Yeah, it was really special. And I don't know how long your centerfold took, but mine took 7 days just to get that one picture because they didn't retouch anything back then, and they used film, and everything had to be perfect because Marilyn was such a perfectionist. So I had to hold this pose for 7 days, like 8 hours a day. I was so sore by the end. I'm like, you need to send a masseuse because I can't feel my body. Like I'm just numb at this point.
They actually had to duct tape one of my boobs. For 7
Ow!
days, they'd rip it off and put it back on and rip it off. And I was the very last one to do film. And then it went to digital.
Wow. Why did they have to duct tape your boob? If you don't mind me asking.
Right. I had a sweater over one of them, and so it made it look like lower because the sweater, like, pressure on it. And so they had to, like, tape it just slightly up so it, like, matched the other one.
Yeah, Marilyn was such a perfectionist. The editor, she literally, like, she would look at the pictures every day and then make changes from the slides. And she said I had too much blue eyeliner on, so I had to redo the entire thing on day 7, and then she approved everything. But it was a mission. It wasn't like an easy little photo shoot. It was a lot of hard work, a lot of time. I think I worked for the 30 days doing videos, doing all the photos, making sure everything was just perfect. And it was an amazing experience. I still have a lot of the clothes and shoes that they gave me a lot of the stuff, and they gave me stuff from their wardrobe that I still have that I didn't even use in my shoots, but I bet I still have those items.
That is very cool.
Yeah, it was really
very cool.
An amazing experience.
Yep. What an amazing history you guys have.
Yeah,
is
my kids
that
have
is
been going
amazing.
every year. I've taken my kids there every single year since they were born. From 1998 on to the Easter egg hunt that they had at the Playboy Mansion. So my kids just grew up there, and this year they didn't go. We were like crying. We didn't know what to do on Easter.
Yep.
But just
remember
beautiful
the great
memories.
big trampoline that the kids would jump on during Fun in the
Yeah.
Sundays on
And they'd bring
I
in
love
all
it.
these animals, like a camel showed up. It was just, it was but we were used to it. I mean, the things that happened, we were just so used to, but it was really extravagant and really special.
Well,
really extraordinary.
I
chipped
would
my
say
tooth in
that definitely defined him. You know?
Yeah, I still have a memory. I chipped my front tooth a little bit when I dove into the pool.
Ow.
During a party, so yeah.
So you stayed out of that pool
Alexis,
from then
we
on,
should do
huh?
a Hef one. We should get somebody
What's
to
that?
communicate with Hef. We should get somebody that can communicate with
Oh,
Hef.
yeah. That would be amazing.
Oh, that would be cool.
I can't believe you guys didn't think about that, but haven't thought of that yet.
Well, when was the last time all three of you guys were on the show? I mean,
yeah. It's good to bounce ideas off of each other. That's a great idea. That would be so amazing. He was such a sweet man. Every time we'd go out.
Yes, he was, and I got to tell you, he was living his dream. He pinched himself every
Karen,
day.
did you ever meet him? Did you ever meet him?
Yes, one
Karen?
time. One time.
Oh, what was that like?
He was perfectly lovely to me. He knew I was not auditioning. He
would talk to you for hours on any topic.
He did. It's so funny because I was going to say to you, he said, "Are you really?" When he said, "So, what? Nice to meet you. What do you do?" And when I had said to him, "I'm a psychic," he said, "Really?" and didn't let go of my hand.
Wow.
So, and we just sat and talked, and he was lovely.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, every time we go out in the morning, because we would go to dinner and nightclubs, and then in the morning,
of course,
he would make a packet of pictures from the previous night, and he'd hand them to all the girls. So I have millions of pictures that no one's ever seen, of our evenings out and fun. Yeah,
and he's
just so.
I hear him saying he remembered every moment. Oof! I got chills.
I'm tears.
Yep. Yep.
I got to live there for like a year, so I was really close with him,
That is wonderful. Well, he was a lovely man, and it was so funny because you guys are probably the handful on the scale of things that really knew him.
Yeah.
I met him. It was a moment in time for me, but you guys spent a large part of your life with him.
Yeah.
And it's he changed the world.
Oh, absolutely.
He changed the world.
I wish. Yeah, he just such
None
special
of us
memories.
would be where we are today, right, girls?
That's the
right.
truth. And the funny part is he had absolutely no idea when he started that that's what it was going to be.
No, he changed my whole life. I literally had a complex because from age 14 on, I had 34 double D boobs, and everyone would make fun of me. And I got this terrible complex, and I would be ashamed of myself and my body.
That's hilarious. Hello.
And that changed, but that,
Yes, I do. I do know.
I'm gonna cry. No, but that
actually
really,
I do.
No, I'm tearing up. But literally, he gave me confidence, and and made me feel special. He made everyone feel special.
Yes, he did. I was going to say that's what he was here for. It's
my skinny legs.
That's what he was there for.
Yeah, such a beautiful, sweet soul. I miss him
Yep,
so
he
much.
was. Oh, he
But
also
Audra,
didn't
I
go
didn't know you
anywhere,
had a little
sweetheart.
girl.
I do.
What's that?
You know,
She's 3.
oh,
She's 3?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank
little
you.
cutie pie, Miss
So fun.
Pixie, you mean?
Yeah.
She is hilarious. She's 3 years old with this great big personality.
Oh my gosh. She's
It's
like
And
adorable.
you talk about very. She came in knowing exactly who she is, and
Oh, yeah.
it's like never met a person breathing that she didn't like. You know, it's like hi,
Right.
hi. You know.
Well,
Wow.
and it's funny too because not only did Nick's parents introduce Nick and I, but then when the first night we went out as a group, and she's sitting there trying to get me to hold hands with him the whole night and sit next to him, and so she played like little matchmaker when she was 2 years old.
Wow.
Well,
that's
Mom,
so
that was her
sweet.
job. Hello.
Right. I hope she's this good at picking her own man.
She will be, honey. And
Okay, good.
she will not have the problem saying, no, it isn't him.
Good.
He's nice. We can be friends, but it's not him. You know. And she will have a zillion friends, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because there's that other side to her where she likes being alone and sitting outside and just talking to you.
Yeah.
You know, because people don't realize how incredibly sensitive she is.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say to you what my mother used to tell me. If somebody came into the house and I didn't like them, I stayed away from them and didn't talk to them, they never were invited again. And your daughter is the same way. If she steps back from somebody and doesn't engage with them, that's somebody you don't invite back to your home. She has amazing instincts with people.
She does, and she tells me things that there's no way that a little 3-year-old should know. She's so wise. Like,
Really? Well, she can meet her older twin, Priscilla.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's true.
Priscilla is. I mean, it's so funny. I always tell people everybody is psychic. Okay, some people are psychic an inch, and then there are people that are psychic 5 miles. I mean, it's something we're all born with. But
yeah.
some people grow up and you have no permission to be that way, and they're afraid to step outside the lines. And then there are some of us that just kind of skip outside the lines, you know. and the two, Barbara, Priscilla has a baby sister. I mean, it's hilarious. At 3 years old, yep.
I have
So
a question to ask you, which is kind of off the beaten track, but I'm going through something where I've been trying to find a new house because I put basically everything in storage, and I've been looking and looking and looking, and every time I go to a property, it's been on the market for like 40 days. 45, 60 days. And then I go to put my application in, and they go, oh, we just received 3 applications before you. And this has been happening, and I just don't know what to do. I'm exhausted. I've been going every day, hours and hours, dedicating my entire life to finding.
Well, wait a minute, okay? First of all, you need to understand you're exactly where you're supposed to be for however long you're supposed to be there, until it is the right place for you to move.
Right, but see, I'm moving with my oldest daughter, Alexandra, and her lease is up, and she starts university, and she's pre-med and all of this. So basically, I only have a week.
Hear you, and the right place will show up, but you need to get rid of your frustration and be peaceful and literally know inside of you, with every fiber of your being, that the right place will show up. you
Okay,
will
I'm
be
just
led
worried because I
there.
have a week.
And do
I
well.
have a
Stop worrying. That's useless.
Yeah.
You see what that brings,
I
and
know.
you can't. You're there is a reason why you are not. Those places are not available to you because they're not where you're meant to be. And if you literally, when you go to bed tonight, I want
Mhm.
you to say to the universe and God, I am looking forward to being in my new home, and I know that you will lead me there. And you're going to, my gut feeling is that somebody you know is going to tell you about this place that's available. It belongs to a friend of theirs. And that feels like the perfect fit.
Okay.
It's exactly where you need to be. It's the right price. They will go, oh, great, you're the perfect tenant I was looking for.
Okay.
And so it's coming. Relax, honey. Getting all upset is crazy. And you should know by the end of this coming weekend.
Okay. Okay, perfect. Well, thank you.
So
I appreciate that.
stop worrying.
Okay.
That's amazing, the time frame you just gave her, because she only has a week left.
What, honey?
That's amazing, the time frame that you just gave her, because she only has a week left, and she'll know in a week, you just said, right?
Less
By
than
the end
a
of
week.
this weekend.
Yeah. And I know
Okay.
it's a tight fit, but boy, is this the right match. It has a beautiful kitchen. It has a lovely yard. It is exactly where you're supposed to be.
Miss Sand, have things been rough for you?
I'm very blessed, but I go through things that are hard. My mom is very sick with cancer, and that's really it's really sad, and it's been very difficult, very difficult. Like, I'll have trouble sleeping because of that at night. She's in chemo, and she's lost like 40 pounds, and she just can't eat, and it's been a very, very sad process to go through, just heartbreaking. So, it's been rough lately a little bit. I'm still so blessed in many ways, but just life has, thrown a few things my way that have been really challenging.
Well, I'm sorry to, please don't take this the wrong way. Unfortunately, those losses are a part of life,
I know.
And I'm the last living member in my family, honey.
I
And
know. I remember you telling me. I heard that.
If
yeah.
if I didn't know my mother was with me every single day of my life, I would have crawled in the ground with her.
Yeah.
So
yeah, no,
I beg of you, because your mother is it's not only the cancer and the chemo, she is so tired, of dealing with all of this. And
yeah.
this was a fiercely independent woman that absolutely had no interest in having to have everybody do things for her,
Yeah,
And
that's right.
this is just, it's like, what am I still doing here?
Mm-hmm.
Because this is not fun.
No,
and
she's a fighter, and
she is,
like,
honey. She is.
Mm-hmm.
God bless her. The word no was non-negotiable.
Yeah.
She knew exactly what it's like, which part didn't you understand, And
Yeah.
and just as authentic as a person can be. And that's why this is incredibly hard for her. Because for her to say I need is very difficult. Very difficult.
She always wants to do everything on her own, and she doesn't want to ask for help, and she's a fighter.
I know that.
She's like the longest living patient they have, and it's a
That's
miracle.
Wonderful.
So, yeah, but
and trust me, sweetheart, she will let you know when she's getting ready to leave.
Mhm.
She will let you know.
Yeah, she's not ready, but she's just fighting. But I mean, on another note, I got her like a CBD product that has a little bit of THC in it for anyone else that has a family member or a friend going through this, and it's literally saved her life. She was in the hospital, in the emergency room in the hospital, like 90% of the time, and this has kept her out of the hospital. It's like 45% THC, 45% CBD, just little edible candies. They're butterscotch and they're shaped in a heart. And when she has severe pain, she just eats them and they take the pain away. It gives her a little bit of an appetite. It's literally saved her life and kept her out of the hospital, because for the pain they were giving her Dilaudid, which is, basically heroin, and it's basically very, very strong, and it causes obstructions, and the obstructions cause pain. So it was basically feeding the problem with the problem, but they don't have another solution, and that's the only thing that's been approved for them, and they're not allowed to say anything about CBD and all the other products. So if anyone's, having to go through this or needs help, I would highly recommend using those products to alleviate pain with cancer patients. It's been actually saved her life. It's been phenomenal.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
That is wonderful. Well, when you see her, would you give her a big hug for me, please?
Yes, absolutely.
I would appreciate it.
I will. Thank you.
She has quite a spirit.
Oh yeah, and she's very petite, and she's just has
honey, my mother was 4'11", and I used to say little, but oh my.
Yeah. That's exactly her.
Yep.
Very just feisty.
Powerhouse. Yep.
Yeah. And,
what a gift.
Oh yeah, incredible. And taught me so much. Like, I don't know the word no either, and I don't know. I don't give up.
Absolutely.
So I'm grateful for that gift that she
Yep.
passed along, because it's it's gotten me to many places that I wouldn't have gone if I'd given up. But I won't give up.
Of course not.
Thank you,
your
Karen,
mom would say to you, and why would you ever do that?
Yeah.
Thank you so much for giving Shauna some encouragement, because I've been alongside of her, and it is so hard, and she's so young to lose her mom.
It is, sweetheart. It
not
is.
that she's lost her, but yeah.
No, but this is such a difficult period, because seeing this woman that has a backbone of steel, and fiercely independent, having to ask anybody for help.
I know.
Oh my God, she has no interest in that.
Yes.
And it
very
is.
hard for her.
This has been. Yeah, it's been quite a journey for her.
Yes, it has. So.
Well, thank you for
her.
Your words of encouragement and love,
well,
and
honey,
I definitely will give her a hug.
She has a very clear understanding of. Remember when I was talking about the house, and I said, she'll move wherever she's supposed to move. We're here for however long we're supposed to be, and your mother has a really clear understanding of that. It's kind of like, well,
yes.
I'll be here however long I'm supposed to be, and if I was supposed to be gone, it probably would have already happened, because this has been a really difficult journey.
Yeah.
Wow.
And yeah, she has quite the energy little Powerball that she is.
She is a little Powerball, isn't she, Shauna?
Yay!
Yeah. Yeah, she has been one, definitely. Well, thank you so much for those encouraging words, and thank you, Johnny. I let Shauna go tell her story. I'm going to have to listen to that little 10-minute segment a little later, because there was some music, and that's wonderful. And, thank you guys for allowing me to finish my work and do the show at the same time and celebrate my 100th show. And I couldn't have asked for a better show. I had a great time. Except I didn't hear much from Kelly. Kelly?
This is wonderful. She's
Thanks,
taking notes.
Kelly.
Kelly's taking notes, and she doesn't say
Kelly,
this,
you
but
taking notes?
we know there's going to be a quiz later.
But I love
No, Jonathan,
you,
I was
Kelly,
kidding,
so
honey.
much.
But
I just want to say I love you, Kelly, so much. I mean, all these shows having Kelly. I just want to give a special message to Kelly right now that, I mean, we are kindred spirits. We are soul sisters. And I can't imagine doing this show without you. I wouldn't want to do the show without you, Kelly. I love
she's
you.
our gift.
I
Thank
love
you.
you too, Barbara, and I love you too, Karen, so much. You're
Ditto,
both my
ditto,
sisters.
girly.
Aw, thank
But you guys know that.
I love you too. Aw.
Yeah.
And
Johnny
see, I
and
love
my
you
brother.
three, so there you go.
Yeah, and I love you, Johnny, and my brother. Yeah. Aw. Thank you, guys. And
Kelly
happy
always
100th
says,
show.
Barbara,
I'm
you're,
excited for you. This has been a journey with you.
Barbara, you're
Absolutely, that's sure.
so intelligent.
Yes.
It means so much to me. It really does.
Oh,
Oh,
you are so sweet.
yes. Barbara, you have the best friends. They are all so sweet.
We're all
really so happy
well.
that I have this show to do and every day. I'm sorry I got so choked up, but it's really
Honey,
emotional for me. Thank you,
look,
guys.
that's
and
your
Johnny
beautiful,
and Karen.
soft heart.
Oh, we love you so much. This would not be the same
We love you,
without
Barbara.
you.
Thank you.
Yep.
Well, I gotta get on a train now, but
You do?
thanks you guys so much. Yeah, I'm gonna
Oh,
get on the train and go back to LA. I had to sign some things with Shauna so we can, finish this job, and we did a project together, and we're just wrapping it up so we can get paid. And
Yay!
how
Yeah.
exciting! The beginning.
Yes.
Yay.
Well, I love
that's
you,
good.
and
Thank
you
you.
guys have an easy evening.
Thank you. You too.
Great.
Be safe, everybody.
Thank
and
you.
Thank you.
And thanks, Audra Lynn, and thanks, Shauna, for always being such a great friend, and Audra, and hopefully we'll get closer, and now that we're connected again. And thank you so much for being on my 100th show, and thank you for all
Thanks for
what
having me
you
on.
do for the animals out there, and what you do for the dogs, and now the horses with the special lines, the famous. Please say it again so the listeners know where to go get your product.
For dogs.
I love it.
Yeah, famous skincare for dogs.com. Check it out, you guys.
I love it.
And,
Absolutely.
That's about it on my end.
Well, I'm sending lots of love to everybody.
Yeah, me
Thank
too.
you.
Oh,
You too.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah, thank
Okay.
you.
Thank you,
Have a good
Jonathan.
night.
On.
Have a
Good night,
night.
everybody.
Good
Good night.
night.